Ladies and gentlemen, you already know. You recognize the music. You see the water on the grass. You already know it's time. I'm not gonna waste anybody's time because we all know what this game is. Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. That's right, we're doing Hoenn again, and that's because I kind of felt like our Hoenn run was a little bit incomplete, you know? And I was like, you know what, I kind of low-key want to revisit Hoenn, like low-key though. So like, I was like, you know what, I'll let's play Alpha Sapphire because Mega Ruby is my personal game. No, we'll just make it really quick. No GFX, no editing. It's just gonna be super low-cal, super low-key casual. Because I know that's the X, and the X was my favorite Let's Play because you know it was so like anti-information. You know, it was like casual. So that's what this game is. This Let's Play is gonna be all about. You know, there's gonna be. I'm totally 110% serious right now. Okay. Yep. All right. So we got the beginning. Huh? Wait. Welcome to Rising Ruby and Sinking Sapphire made by Treecko. Man, this isn't Alpha Sapphire. This is Sinking Sapphire, which means that I am going to need graphics. You knew I was kidding. You already knew. You guys, there's no way I was serious. I'm pretty sure I even titled this Sinking Sapphire episode 1. So. This is a ROM hack. This is a made by Drayano, the guy who made Blaze Black, Volt White, Sacred Gold, and Storm Silver. Yeah. This has encountered this game. Okay, so I'll just kind of explain things as we go. But basically, I think it makes the trainer battles a little bit harder. It gives you access to a lot more wild Pokemon, and that is mainly because when you're using this hack, you can't go online. So Drayano built it so that you could complete your Pokédex in this game. Now you have to launch with your Homebrew. So if you launch the normal game, you can go online, but you won't be able to use most of the Pokemon you caught since, you know, you have to catch Heatran on an island through Street Pass or whatever, and there's a different way to get it in this game. That's just using that. Oh no, not Heatran. Different Pokemon. Anyway, you know, certain Pokemon have their base stats updated, have their learn sets updated, have their abilities, you know, updated. Well, not like new abilities, but like, you know, okay, first, like, so the Hoenn starters, I think, can have their hidden abilities. Now, whether that has to be through finding them in the wild or their starters have the chance of having them, I am not 100% sure. But I guess we'll just kind of have to find out. Anyway, what about you? Are you a boy or a girl? Well, good sir, I am in fact a male. We're just gonna go with the name. Now, I would go with boy because, and I'll show you why in a second, but we're just gonna go ahead and go with Saturn, standard name. And here's why I wanted to name him boy, just for the joke. Oh, so you're Saturn? Oh, I see. You're that Saturn. So had I named him boy, it's like, you're that boy. You're the one who's moving to Little Root Town, where I live. Are you ready? Hells yeah, I'm ready. Your very own adventure is about to unfold. I'm excited. Be courageous and leap into the world of Pokemon where dreams, adventures, and friendships await. I expect we'll be meeting again soon. Come by my lab. Aw, you already know that it's time. So it's kind of dark and quiet in this moving truck. It's an Azurill doll. It has a familiar smell. Well, let me step out of the truck. We be here, in this place. Shout out to Little Root Town. Nice and Little Root. You're here at last. Wasn't it rough riding back to the... Actually, it wasn't that bad. It flew by because I was explaining basically what this game is. And in case you're wondering, I will be doing this in a similar style to how I started my Emerald Let's Play, where I'll be going over encounters and everything. But I will only be really doing that because, you know, this is a ROM hack and I want to, you know, do it justice. I want to go over everything just in case you were just thinking of playing It's just based on just the documentation alone, it looks awesome. I actually have the documentation up on my other monitor because there is a lot of documentation. So yeah, that's a thing. Sorry. Anyway, they really make moving a cinch. Yeah. So this is the beginning. There's not a whole lot of dialogue changes other than that first one, I think, which is basically really only exists to say, hey, you installed it right. Because it is a bitch to put. This game is a bitch to get working. But I mean, yeah, it's. You should go and see your room upstairs, Saturn. Dad even bought you a new clock for the big move. Now now if you've never played this Alpha Sapphire, which is actually a surprising amount of people, you might be like, I actually have to set the clock. Well, no, this is another love letter. It automatically sets itself, because you know the 3DS has an internal clock. Let's see, is that time correct? Let's find out. 6:30. Yep, that's correct. It's a minute behind, but it doesn't matter. How do you like your new room, Saturn? Good, everything's put away neatly. They managed moving everything in downstairs too. It really is nice having Pokemon around to help us. You should make sure that everything's all there on your desk. Alright, as per my mother's request, I shall do so. Unfortunately, there's no PC to get my free potion. That stopped in, I think, Gen 5. So yeah, Gen 4 was the last game you could do that, I believe. Actually, it might not even been in Gen 4. Oh, Saturn, come quickly. It's the Paddleboard Gym. Maybe Dad will be on TV. We brought you this report live from in front of the Paddleboard Gym. Next, a special look at the long-awaited media shower and the next Star Show. Ooh, wonder what that's about. Oh, it's already ended. Looks like your dad was on, but we missed his part. What a shame. But that reminds me, one of Dad's friends lives in town. Professor Birch is his name. He lives right next door to you. You should go over and introduce yourself. Well, Mother, we will go ahead and do that right now. Like I said, I don't know about any dialogue changes. I've ever only played this game up to that first route, and nothing farther. So, I mean, I have documentation to help me through, but I wanted this to be, you know, if there were changes, I wanted them to be as, you know, what's it called, vanilla as possible. Sorry, checking my phone. I thought I heard someone shouting, and I was wondering if they'd tried texting me. So we gotta go next door to our house, which is this one right here. Oh, hello, and you are? Oh, you're Saturn, our next door neighbor. Welcome. We have a daughter about the same age as you. She's been so excited about making a new friend. She's in her room upstairs. You should go introduce yourself. Absolutely, but first, go ahead and do that. And I'll just save my game real quick. Hope this recording doesn't fuck up. It probably won't. It's probably fine. Knock on wood. Okay. And there she is. Ooh, new looking fine. No, I'm kidding. She like actually looks like she's like 12 or 13 or 10 in this game. Pokemon fully restored, items already, and huh? Who are you? So really quick note. Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, and by extension Sinking Sapphire and Rising Ruby did something kind of interesting. The rival music will have different tones depending on if your rival is a male or female. You're hearing the female version. If you're a female and your rival is Brendan here, the music will be slightly different. I think it's like a little more like heavy. Anyway, oh, you must be Saturn. Your move was today, huh? Well, I'm May. I'm glad to meet you. And the personality, I mean, like, it was a little bit of this in Ruby Sapphire Emerald, but the personalities of each rival is actually vastly different. I actually, the stream of becoming friends with Pokemon all over the world. Oh, and when Dad, Professor Birch told me about you moving here, Saturn, I was hoping you'd be nice so we could be friends. If your rival is Brendan, he'll say something that, because you were a gym leader's kid, I thought you'd be a boy. But yeah, but that's silly, isn't it? I've only just met you, right, Saturn? So what am I talking about? Oh no, I forgot. I was supposed to go help my dad and catch wild Pokemon. See you later. Yeah, so we could just like look around her room, and she's got the same. Oh, so she goes to the trainer school. She doesn't have any dolls, but I wonder. Let's see. Oh, it doesn't happen. Well, in this game, apparently when you go on rugs and stuff, your shoes will come off. It's just a little. Oh yeah, no, yeah, I think they did. Anyway, so let's go ahead and save our game again because there actually is something kind of important I have to do. I think I hear something screaming up ahead. What should I do? What should we do? Someone has to go help. I got you, fam. Help me! Hello, you over there. Please, help me out. In my bag, there are some Pokeballs. Save my game again, just in case. Anyway, so, these are your starter Pokemon. And now, I think it's about time we go over, I think it's about time we go over the starters. We have Torchic here. Torchic is a fire-type Pokemon. Torchic ultimately becomes a mixed attacker with pretty high speed. Its hidden ability is Speed Boost, which is available in this game. And overall, it's great. It gets access to a lot of great physical and special moves. And overall, I think it's actually probably the best, if not the second best choice. Treecko is nothing to write home about. It's a grass type that stays a pure grass type. Torchic becomes a firefighting type. Should have mentioned that, but it's really whatever. Sorry about that. Treecko is not a bad Pokemon by any means, especially because its hidden ability is Unburden, which rises its speed if its hidden item is used up. Or if it's hidden, not hidden item. It's got high special attack and speed. It's okay. It has okay physical attack. But overall, it's just kind of mediocre. It doesn't have the greatest move pool in the world. Now, Mudkip, the last Pokemon. Mudkip is a great Pokemon. It ultimately becomes a water ground type, which only has one weakness, which is grass. It has great defenses, great physical attack, and a semi-decent special attack. It's basically 85, which is nothing to write home about. But that definitely means you can get away with it carrying one special move like Ice Beam or Surf, and it'll still do a good amount of damage. It doesn't have the same mixed attacking stats as Torchic, but Mudkip is a great Pokemon, and it is ultimately the Pokemon that we are going to go with. So, yep, that's pretty much how this is going to work. I'm not going to go over Poochyena right now because we can't actually catch anything yet. But we got Mudkip here, and we're just going to... The starters in this game actually know their elemental attacks. So, we'll just, we'll kill this Poochyena dead. Looks like I've got... Unfortunately, in this game, you can't check your nature mid-battle. You actually have to wait till the battle's over, which is kind of stupid in all complete seriousness. But, yeah. Phew. I went into tall grass and to serve a wild Pokemon, then I was jumped. You saved my life. You saved my hide. Thanks a lot. Oh! You're Norman's boy, Saturn. I didn't even realize who you were at first. You've grown into quite the young man. This isn't the place for a chat, though. Come along to my lab. So Saturn, I've heard so much about you from your father. Okay, I'll stop. But he said that you don't have your own Pokemon yet. If that's true, that was quite the performance back there. Looks like you really are your father's son. Oh yes, to say thanks for rescuing me, how about I let you keep that Pokemon? Yep, and this is our first team member. We've been given the Mudkip. And even though, despite some rough waters, I am going to name this Mudkip after the person who made the graphics for me. His name is Koen. He does great work. And, yeah, plus it's already in the layout, and I don't want to change it. Anyway, but now we have Koen the Mudkip. You know, if you work with your Pokemon and gain experience, I think you'll make a pretty excellent trainer. My girl, May, happens to be out on Route 103 right now, surveying the Pokemon for me. Might not be a bad idea if you head out that way yourself. What do you think? Great. I'm sure May will be happy to hear that, too. She can teach you what it means to be a Pokemon trainer. Oh, yes. If you're ever lost along the way, use the Area Nav Plus. So, that's actually what our bottom screen is. We have the Pokenav, or the Pokenav Plus, a lot earlier in this game. And with it, the only thing we have right now is a map. But, spoiler alert, we do get more features later on. Anyway, the reason I'm saving my game is because... The reason I was saving my game was before because I was contemplating whether or not I wanted to soft reset to show all the starters in battle for a little bit of a cutesy thing. But then I realized that I don't know if that would fuck up the Homebrew thing that's going on, so I just decided to talk about it, and I'll probably play the music. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Please go ahead and hit that like button. That's going to end today's mission. Your next mission, should you choose to accept it, is leave a like, comment. Do not forget to answer the question of the day, because I forgot to mention this earlier. It's actually right below me this time. I have to come up with one. But yeah, guys, it's the new Let's Play. It's going to be awesome, and I'm really excited for this. So I will see you guys next time. I'm out of here. Peace.